The World Cup is about half a year away, shockingly, of course, being held in the United States and also Canada and Mexico this time around. And Fox is hoping to cash in, which I get when you look at the amount of money is spent. But then I have a bigger question for all of you that I'm curious about with this television schedule. One of the things with a lot of Olympics, a lot of World Cups, it's difficult to get a huge US audience because of the time difference, right? Prime time is not really prime time. Now, I know if we go way, 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 way back, it used to not be that big of a deal because you didn't have the internet. You didn't have your 24/7 channels covering specific things. So you could tape delay, air things in prime time in America that had happened, that morning US time, but no one would know, so it would seem live. And of course, nowadays we don't have that, but we do have this now that it is in the US. World Cup going prime time. Fox to air record 40 matches at night. The very first 48 team World Cup as well has led to a similarly expansive broadcast plan in the US from Fox Sports. We'll see how it goes. I'm not a huge fan of the 48 teams. I think even with 32, because of the way that it's set up to advance, you get a lot of really, really bad games in the first round that can, well, turn avid soccer fans away, let alone people who are just coming to the sport and to see what it's really about. And that is going to be the interesting part for me, which we will get to in a moment. Um, The network, the U.S. rights holder for the 2026 World Cup, will air 70 of the 104 total tournament matches in a record level of over-the-air coverage, with the other 34 matches slated for FS1. All 104 matches will also stream on Fox One, which debuted last summer. That's their new service with, I think, combined with ESPN and all their properties and so forth. The overall broadcast plan, however, reflects a heightened emphasis on broadcast TV, with those 70 matches on Fox more than doubling the comparable number from the 22 event. I think a lot of that has to do, of course, with what I just said, it being in the US and prime time matches can be live. 40 of the 104 will air in prime time, which I mentioned, nearly evenly split between 21 on Fox and 19 on FS1. That is more than a third of the entire tournament, which is also unprecedented. Of course, all three U.S. team matches in the group stage will be shown on Fox. That should go without saying. There's going to be expanded pregame coverage for the opening matches. um, Fox will show 340 hours of first run tournament coverage, up by 100 hours from 2022. Now, here is my question or my thought, but my question for all of you, let me know in the comments, is this is or looks to be on the surface a fantastic opportunity to grow soccer, at least in terms of fans in America, right? We go back to, when did MLS get started? It got started right after the 94 World Cup, which was held in America. And while, of course, it was a lot of difficult years, MLS was the first professional soccer league in the US that actually stuck around, right? It's been around for over 30 years now, 31, 32 years at this point. So that is a big deal. And the World Cup obviously helped with that. It didn't make it this, no-brainer for sure at all. Like I said, it had a lot of struggling years, but it was able to get a foothold and it has been able to grow a lot. And we're starting to see more of a soccer become more of a fan sport in America, although we still have a long way to go to catch a lot of the, soccer mania countries out there. But this is an opportunity to bring in new fans. The only thing that I wonder, and I'm curious what you all think with this, is will it become more like the Olympics, right? You get a lot of us, me included, a lot of certain sports that when the Olympics roll around, they are sports that I have not followed since the last Olympics, but I will absolutely turn in and be a very engaged fan during the Olympics. Heck, I will watch ice curling during the Winter Olympics and find it fascinating. I never watch it any other time of the year. I don't even know if I can, although this day and age, probably somewhere. on streaming. But so that's kind of what is for me is up in the air about this. I think it's an incredible opportunity to grow soccer in America. I just don't know if it will have that same kind of foothold that we, or I shouldn't say that same, have that foothold that we want, or is it going to be like the Olympics where people are going to tune in, be engaged, great ratings in the US, and then everything goes back to normal? So the question is going to be, will that translate to ratings? I was going to say MLS. That to me is the big key, but even will that boost ratings of, obviously we know we have TV deals and everything and streaming deals here with, the English Premier League and so forth. Will it grow those ratings as well? But most importantly, will it grow ratings for MLS post World Cup in 2026 with all of these games being broadcast in prime time on Fox? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out the video. As always, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video, comment below. I'm really it's now or never for me trying to get more and more videos done, be consistent because my goal is to, before the Olympics, hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're only about 140, so I got a ways to go. So I will talk to you in the next video.